Hello everybody. It is Saturday the 30th of March and I just want to continue on my trail of thought that I was on. Want to talk about, again, defining more what actually self actually is and how you know yourself. I want to talk about the difference, the major difference between the biblical prophet and the shaman. And really, in the end, what knowledge will actually truly save us. And I also want to talk about the price that we will have to pay for that knowledge. Because that is something you have to take into consideration if you make your choice. And you will have to make a choice. If you have self-determination, it is you that has to make the choice. So let's start with self. How do you truly know yourself? And as we are individual consciousness. In fact, the all is made up of individual parts. Yeah, and it is, if you think about it as a machinery that is made up of individual nuts and bolts. Yeah, and it is only if you have a machine that has many moving parts that the machine can actually do something. Because if it's just monolithic block, it can't actually move or do anything. So we are the individual little wheels in the machinery that is the all. So, and we are connected. We are connected. We are not disconnected from anything. We are not aware where the information is coming from, well, unless it is with the five senses and it's blurting toward us from the BBC, then we are aware. But we're getting information from many other sources. We are in a different web of energy. A natural web of energy. We are receiving information from the energy of all the other consciousnesses of the other life that is around us. We're just not aware of it. We're not aware of the source. That would be a greater knowledge of this world if we knew where it was coming from. So you are in this, as an individual, in this web. So what actually is you in all of this? Because you do receive information from everywhere. So what is you? You is the judge. That is the individual you, how you think about it and how you feel about it. And there be no other being in this world or anywhere else that will think exactly like you do, or feel about things exactly like you do. As humanity, there's a lot of things that where we feel similar about those things, or we might even be in full agreement, which makes us a species, the similarities. But there's a lot that is just you, and nobody else will think or feel as you do, or will judge about things as you do. That is the I am. It is the judge. So, then to say, I disconnect from everything to know myself. No, that is the point where you do no longer know yourself. Because you are not receiving information from everything else by which you can know yourself. The more you disconnect, the less you know yourself. It is in the connections that you know yourself. So that's the first thing. Right, let's talk about the fundamental difference between the biblical prophet and the shaman. And here comes. What we read as form is created by energy, by consciousness, by life. That is the life inside. Actually, not. It's actually very bad to say it is inside of the form, like it is trapped inside of the form, like there's a little chamber inside of the form where the self is sitting, or the consciousness is sitting. It is the creator of the form. It's according to the energy of the consciousness that the form is created. Every consciousness is the creator of its own form. So in this world, we are surrounded by all these forms, which are actually consciousness, and we are receiving information of them. And that would have been the Sharman in this world, of this world, connected to things in this world, to the consciousness that is a part of the experience that is Earth. Yeah? And again, the experience is made up of all of those parts that are giving to the experience, that are interacting with each other to create the whole experience. And the individual in it is you that thinks about it and feels about it in a very individual way. So that is the Sharman. They knew they weren't just looking at form. They knew there was life, consciousness inside of the form. They connected to that consciousness. They knew the plant. They knew they were connected to the animal, to the consciousness that is the animal, on that level. But connected to those things that were around them in this world. Biblical prophet is connected to something outside of this world. Most of them were. I would think all of them were. Jesus most certainly was. Yeah? The kingdom of my Father is not of this world. Is not a part of this world. It's trying to come in, but as it stands, it is not a part of this world. So he was connected to something otherworldly, to an alien consciousness. If it's not of this world, the way to describe it is alien. He was connected to an alien consciousness. That's the major problem. Difference, sorry. It is a problem. But it is the major difference between the Sharman and the biblical prophet. It is what they are connected to, whether it is in this world or outside of this world. And then let me say one more thing very quickly, and this is that if we are in form, we are material, and at the same time spiritual. Yeah? We are not trapped in this form, nor is anything else out there trapped in this form, in its form. The tree is not trapped inside the form of the tree. It is consciousness. There be energy coming from that consciousness. It's not trapped inside of it. So if we can be in form, connecting to other things even outside of this world, then why do we think that they have no form? Or that they must be beings of beautiful energy and light, not in the solid? They can be as much in the solid. If we can do it from this side there, they can do it from there here. There's absolutely no reason to think that they're not in form. In fact, I think when that kingdom comes, you will find out they are. It might come as a bit of a shock to you when it happens. Right. So, and here comes the different knowledge. Knowledge of that which is contained in the world. Knowledge of that which is outside of the earth experience. Not an active solid part of this experience, but connected to some in this world and influencing what is going on here without being here in solid form. So we are going through a time at the moment of change. Now, there are earth changes, there's changes in climate, that there's no denying it is happening. To what extent it is happening, that is, I think, is a big is a big question. Is it really as dramatic and as dangerous as we're being taught it is? Yeah? The end of the world is nigh. There's nothing we can do. We're going to be completely helpless. It is going to be so dramatic. Is that what is actually happening? Or is that what they're telling us? I mean, the changes are happening. I mean, there's no denying that. But how bad is it actually? Do we have to be in a blind panic to be saved? Preferably being taken off world, ruptured off world, because there's no way we can survive here. Is it really that bad? And then, what knowledge will help us to get through this change? That is the question. Here comes. Is it the knowledge of the shaman? Or is it the knowledge of the biblical prophet? And then comes, what price do you pay for that knowledge, for your salvation, for that thing to come and save you? Humanity has survived, has existed in this world for God knows how many thousand years. It has survived. Yeah? Not an individual in an individual lifespan, but then you can come back for another bite of the apple, so to speak. And in a way, that is eternal life. Yeah, it is not all in one go, but it's bite size. Like, one experience, different experiences. That hopefully should at some point create a picture of the whole. But humanity has done that. And I mean, why do you come back? Yeah, oh, you're being fooled into it. This is not real. There's nothing here. You are nothing. And you're being fooled into, simulation. Or maybe this is real. This is part of creation, both on the solid, on the energy, and on the consciousness part level, which are all one. All the same thing. One is a depiction of different depictions of the same thing, different ways of knowing the same thing. So it is real, and why should you come back? Because this is your home. For me, this is my home. Why on earth would I want to go somewhere else? This is my home. This is where I belong. Again, you have to go into denial of self, or not knowing self, or not valuing self, not wanting for this world. Or, I mean, you might be at a point where you say, well, this thing cannot be saved, which I don't think is true. This complete destruction thing. I don't think that's what's happening. We can get through this. So what should guide us? What knowledge should guide us through this world? And I'd say if we go back the way of the shaman, the knowledge of this world will guide us through it. Because it gives to all, the parts give to one another of their knowledge. And it is this world that wants for its forms, that wants to give life, that wants to provide the space, that wants everything to thrive. That is nature. It is constant growing, constant abundant, every part being given. That is this world. And this world does not ask for the part to change itself completely. In order to be a part of this, every part is what it is. It's been given a place where it can function as it is. It does not have to do away with itself in order to be here. And I would say it is the knowledge of the shaman that will get us through this. And it will be returning to the knowledge of what we are, human. A part of the experience that is earth. That is who we are. That is our truth. Now, apparently, none of this is good enough. We are nothing. This world is some evil devil that is trapping you. You need to be saved. And as this world does not ask anything in return, only that you are what you are and you are a functioning part of everything else, as you are, the world doesn't ask anything else. There is definitely, as far as the biblical God is concerned, there is most certainly a payment. A price has been asked in order to enter into that kingdom. And that price is a denial of self. Or actually the sacrifice of self. You must sacrifice self in order to be a part of that kingdom. And Jesus could not pay that price for you. Every individual will have to pay that price for themselves. To enter, to be saved by them. So it is not knowing self, and that is again doing away with how you feel about things, how you think about things, your judgment. You must do away. Do not judge. Folks, that teaching was designed to make you lose yourself, to show you the way to lose yourself so you can become a part and being saved by that kingdom. That is the way. The way is the sacrifice of self. That is the price you have to pay. Selling your soul to the devil. Anyway, and the whole thing actually does make absolutely no sense, because if you're running around saying, I want to be saved, the I am wants to be saved. Yeah? And the I am is the very thing you have to sacrifice to be saved. Then the whole thing makes absolutely no sense. You will not be saved. You are that which you have to sacrifice. Your individuality, your individual knowing is what you will have to sacrifice. Then what is being saved? It's not you. In this world you can remain yourself. In fact, in this world you have to be yourself, because this world thrives on diversity. The more the merrier. So that sacrifice is not asked of you. And as I said, if we are going back into the knowledge of this world, not connecting to something out there, but back to the life that is around us, that is sharing the same experience, I think that knowledge would see us through. It will see. It has seen humanity through for thousands of years. I don't think it will fail now. And then the question is, what do you think about that? What is your judgment of this? What is your decision once you are presented with what is actually happening? You become conscious of what is actually happening. You have some level of understanding of what is actually happening. Then what does your I am say? Which way does it want to go? Free will. You can go to the kingdom. Nothing's stopping you. Go the way of Jesus. Do away with self. And you will get there. He's proven it. He's prepared the way. All you have to do is do it. Is that actually where you want to go? Is that what you truly want to do? Is that your truth? And if not, go the other. And to those that want to remain in this world, that want to remain human, a part of the experience that is earth, those that want to remain a part of it, they really have to remember who they are. And they need to connect back to that which is a part of this earth. And to be guided by that, by the knowledge of that. We need to go back to the way of the shaman if we want to remain human. And as I said, this earth does not want to kill us. It doesn't. It is trying to save every part. But as we, as individuals, have not got complete control about everything that is happening around us. We don't. Again, think about the earth in the whole of the cosmos, and there are forces going on there. The earth is not in complete control of what is happening. But she will do the best she can. I'm sure of that. Whereas the other kingdom might say it is the creator of all and it is in control of all, they're not. No part is in complete control of everything. Yeah? Because no part is omnipresent and omnipotent. And every part can only know according to itself, and there will be blind spots in everything. So there's no guarantees. One way or another, there's no guarantee. What is your best option? I mean, that's really the question. And is it really as bad that you have to drop everything now to save yourself? Are we really in that situation? I mean, we're being pressed into making this choice in a hurry. But are we really in that situation where it is necessary to do so? I don't think we are. So I think there is still time. I think there is still time for us to make a choice, to know ourselves as the individual self, as that which can connect, and try to find a way to be aware of the connection, of our connections, where the information is coming from, and really know what it is we're in. We should be in this world. As human beings, we should be a part of this world. We are an individual part of creation. This world is a unique part of creation. And we are unique parts within that creation. We should remember who we are and stand up for ourselves, for our truth. Say, this is who I am. And there shall be no God above me, telling me I'm nothing and I have to do away with what I am in order to serve him. You know, there are those in this world that tell you, humanity, get off your knees. Stand up. Whilst at the very same time telling you, this is an illusion and you have no self. The self is an illusion. Which, what is standing up then? That you're shouting to stand up for your truth. When you say truth doesn't exist, it's all an illusion. This is so nuts, it's unreal. Make some sense of this and see who you truly are, and then make a decision from there. And that is the I am that makes a decision, the being I am. Self-determination. And let's remember what we once knew, that we are connected. We are connected. We need to become aware of it again. Anyway, here I leave it at that for today. And I talk to you again soon. Bye.